Howdy, Possum Paddy and Mr. Flat Stanley here. Doesn't he look excited? Yes, because the Dirt Road Diary is out right now. He's really been bugging me. He said tomorrow is the St. Paddy's Day parades. It is almost St. Patrick's Day, and he has been so busy walking up and down the lane picking up the green rocks. Yes, green rocks, and I think he's picked up all of the green rocks up off the road. So the dirt road out in front, right? And the road is made with fill that comes from like a quarry or other places. So there's a lot of different rocks. And I thought there was only one kind of green rock in Connecticut, and apparently none of the rocks we picked up are that rock. They're all different ones. So this is pretty excited. So we're gonna go over there so Stanley can share his green rock St. Patrick's Day collection with you. But first, he wants to thank Rhonda for his very first Happy Mail, and it is about crystals. And he's so excited because there's a picture of a garnet there, and he thinks he's found a stone on the road with a garnet in it. Now I know we went on a garnet hunt down the road a ways, but this was out in the road in front, but we're not going to do that one today, no. So you'll have to stay tuned, and Stanley's going to use his Happy Mail to talk about a stone with garnets in it. But today we're going to do this St. Paddy's Day green rock collection. Come on along. Okay, these are most of the green rocks that he's been picking up, and we tried to sort them out a little bit here. And I thought the only green in Connecticut was prehnite, which I thought looked like this little bit of green vein going through here. But I think it's epidote. So this rock identifier app is telling me these are like all different things. So this is going to be a little complicated here. I got my phone plugged in because it's dying. I get messages coming in from the sisters. Stop. Turn that boink, boink, boink off for a minute. Okay, so it's calling these over here, I believe, epidote. Epidote. Now, I found that depending on the light and which side of the rock you take a picture of, so you hit the little camera button there, you put it in front of the rock you want to take a picture of, and it scans it, and it's epidote. So a lot of these were coming up epidote, these green sparkly ones. So that's epidote, and I don't know, this looks more like that one over there. And this one has a green vein going through it. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? And this one says that it is serpentine. I don't think this is serpentine. I think these are serpentine here. Yeah, so we got serpentinite, epidote, serpentinite. And these look like they're like a metamorphic rock or something, or an igneous rock or a granite with a little bit of green. And this has got green on one side. It kind of looks like this one, but not quite. You know, and I could do this like 50 times and get like three different answers. So epidote, calling this epidote. Epidote. So I think these are some kind of granite with epidote in them. I spent so much time on this today, And I took them outside. I took them outside. I took pictures in the sun. I took pictures in the house. I know that's epidote in the middle, it says. But it's in some kind of granite rock, I think. So, all right. I'll stop that because I'll just keep going forever and ever and ever. Oops, I gotta charge my phone. Oh, excuse me. All right, so I'm going to take a picture of these in a few minutes in little groupings. And then I'm going to put them away in the rock box in little groupings. I think I had 5 now. All of a sudden I have like 7 groups, but maybe we'll condense those. So here is my dirt road diary, where Stanley and I are learning about rocks and just having a real fun play doing it. And I skipped this page because there's one that I didn't do for day 5, and he's been collecting green rocks for a couple days. So this will be day 6 and day 7 of collecting rocks. And I will do as many days as I can fit in here. I did glue 2 pages together and put a little washi tape on there because I'm afraid this is going to get chunky, and you know, it's got this magnetic flap on there which will not close if it gets too chunky, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I could cut this and make this part wider if it gets too chunky, but that would be a lot of work. All right, so this will be day 5, 6 and 7, and we want to celebrate St. Patrick's Day with all these different green rocks: epidote, serpentinite, euconite, gneiss, and schist with epidote in it. Epidote. Anyway, I got out my St. Patrick's Day things, and I don't know what I have in here. I haven't opened this up since last year. So let's see what's in here. A piece of green magazine for some reason. And I don't know, just little bits of green. And this is not green, so I don't know why it's in here. A little bit of green sparkle paper. This feels like the Dollar Tree sticky paper. Really pretty green card. Some green leaves off an old calendar. I must have been hard pressed to find green things. This is from an Amazon catalog, Christmas catalog. Oh, come on now, we have to have something good in here. There gotta be something in here. Alright, so we got a top of the morning to you. That's nice. Could use that. And more green paper, more sparkly paper. Okay. Oh, we got some shamrocks. I think I was just saving these little bits of green. Like I can make a green frame on a page with this border. Same thing with that one. And maybe this is to do some die cutting with. Oh, here's another postcard. St. Patrick's Day in the morning. These are reproduction of old ones. Another green frame. Christmas stickers. Green Mountain. Oh, I can use that word green, can't I? Green Mountain. Green Mountain for green rocks. Oh, I got a bunch of those cards. Let's see. Oh, that's the same as the other one. Oh, this one's cute. Erin Gobra. Oh, that one's cute. And that's the same as the other one. Maybe we'll use this. Here's something with a stone in it. That's interesting. And there's another stone with little plants growing all over it. A lot of green here. A lot of green. Oh, with a millstone on that side. Green. Oh, Garnet Hill. We can use that for the Garnet page. I don't know why that's in there. Oh, except for it's green. Green. It says March there with a cat. I don't know. Christmas stuff is in here. Green dragonfly. And it wouldn't be St. Patrick's Day without some Irish gnomes. And some green onions. That is not a very good St. Patrick's Day collection, is it? No. So what if I just make a collage of little bits of green and stone all on the background, and then I'll make a couple of cards and, you know, just say what I think these are. And everything is subject to change because yeah, because, you know, this is just learning about rocks, so don't take my word on any of this. Well, I just spent quite a while looking through, you know, stuff to find some green images with stones, and I think I'll do 2 of the types tonight, and then tomorrow morning when I get up I'm going to work on a couple of those other green ones, what I think they are. I'm going to start with the epidote because I really believe this is epidote on at least some of these. Like in there, this is like a granite type rock with epidote, and this is epidote, those green crystals in there, and those green crystals on there, and this is like another granite kind of rock. So I really think these are epidote. So we're going to go definite with the epidote to start. And epidote is just a mineral that's found very commonly in metamorphic rock, I guess. And I know metamorphic rocks are just rocks that have been changed from one thing to another. And any kind of rock can go through a metamorphic process and become something else. Even metamorphic rocks can go through the process and become ultra metamorphic rocks. So that is all very interesting. So I'm just going to put these magazine images down on the page. And then I went to Crystallized Guide website, and they have the spiritual meaning of the different stones, and the epidote is abundance, cleansing, positivity, affirmation, replace all negative thoughts with positive ones. So that is a positive way to start this very confusing study of all these different green rocks. But I am 99, I'm not 100%, but I'm 90, well, maybe 97. Okay, I'm 97% sure that at least some of those stones over there are epidote, and especially the ones that have the sparkly green crystals on them. this is the bottom one. I want to put the bottom one on first. So we're going to do a page for the epidote. And then I got to go find some more images. Something to put on the background for those other stones. Something that has to do with, you know, what they're used for, or their spiritual meanings, or their process about, you know, like how they were made. I want something on the page to reflect something about each stone, because I think that's just, you know, a good way of remembering something. You know, instead of making a page with, like, you know, 25 facts about this stone, which I would never remember anyway, right? You know, if I can just put a few things on there and some pictures, because pictures are a good way to remember things through images. If you are a visual learner, that is. So I like these images because there's a millstone and some stones there, and there's a stone actually behind there, and then you have all this green on here. And then I wanted to put the epidote down here, maybe, or up here. Could put it up here. And then, oh, I still have to take pictures, don't I? And do journaling. All right, I'm going to work on that in just a second. I'm going to go ahead and put this volcano down. And I'll tell you about that in a minute. Just because it's floating around here in my way. If I could just stick it down, that would be good. Okay, these are the 7, because I thought that was auspicious number. Rocks containing epidote. And the picture came out pretty good. You can see the green in the picture. So I'm going to put these 7 rocks right now in the rock box that I'm making for Stanley. And I wrote here, epidote containing rocks. And, oh, I don't think they'll all fit in there. Okay. Maybe they will. Okay. Epidote containing rocks right there. Trying to, I eliminated a lot of the rocks out of the box, but they'll go back in there later. So I'm going to put the picture down up here. And I think what I'll do is I'm going to journal on the millstone. Because I think the glazed pen will write on the millstone. So we said this is going to be 4, 5, 6. Day 6. Epidote containing rocks. Alright, another fun page with my green rocks for St. Patrick's Day. Oh, should I put a shamrock on there? Alright, I have to do something silly. Gotta do something silly. Do everything on the floor. Shamrocks were down on the floor. Alright. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Can't have 2. No, 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 no. Can't have 2. Gotta be 3. Gotta be 3. Or 4. 3. Because 3 is the magical number. epidote. I like how the page came out. It took me a really long time. To do this page. Because I kept reading things. And then I was going to do euconite over there. And I decided to do serpentine over there. I'm using a little of this foam and poster board adhesive on these foam stickers. That I thought that would be appropriate. They are made out of foam. Good, 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 good. All right, now, the volcano. Why the volcano? Because the serpentine rocks, and so far I think it's these two, because while I was mucking about, I came across something that says how to tell serpentine from the epidote was to scratch it with a nail, and if it scratches with a nail, it is serpentine, and if it doesn't, it is the epidote. And I was like, ooh, well, that is good to know. So I got my paper clip, because I don't have a nail handy here right now. And I took these two. I've only done these two so far, so I've got to go about and scratch some of those other rocks. And if you do this, and little bits of it are coming off. Can you see those little pieces of green right there? So this is probably the serpentine then, because it scratches with the nail and it's green, so it's not the epidote. So what's fantastic about these rocks is that, remember I was talking about plate tectonics. And so you have a continent and you have the ocean floor sliding down under this continent. It's called a subduction zone, right? And then I was saying that in this area there was this arc of volcanic islands. So these islands were all volcanoes like Hawaii, right? So you have the ocean floor subducting under the continent, and it's squashing in this arc of volcanic islands, and the serpentine rock comes from actually the upper mantle and not the Earth's crust. So I know that's a complicated thing, but back here, so almost all of our rocks, right, are the crust of the earth, the outer layer of the earth where we live is the crust, right? So you would think all of our rocks came from the crust of the earth, but the serpentine rocks come down here from the mantle. These are not from the earth's crust. They're from further down in the earth. And this happens where there's a volcanic arc and a continent and a subduction zone, and it's all very complicated, but it's fascinating because these come from the mantle inside the earth. So I always thought that was pretty interesting. So I did a serpentine. This is a very green one. There's different kinds of serpentine. This one looks more like a micaceous one. Maybe got mica in it, but the identifier keeps telling me that these are serpentine, so we'll see. Anyway, on this channel, Crystallized Guide, it says that serpentine is for vitality, connection, and transformation. Affirmation is, I am one with the earth and in tune with the flow of life. I like that. I am one with the earth and in tune with the flow of life. I like that a lot. So I am going to put that there. I'm going to take a picture of these. And then tomorrow, I got to do some more work on those. I think I'm going to do the pink and green ones first, though. And then maybe some of the other ones. Or some of the other ones just might go in an overflow basket for now, and then we'll move on to something else. Because there's so many, so many, so many. I wonder if we can find 100 different, wouldn't that be amazing? 100 different kinds of rocks on the road. You know, Brittany over at Brittany Linger Blinger Creations doing the 100-day project. And I know I haven't been doing this every day, but it would be amazing to find 100 different kinds of rocks on the road. And I'm saying it's possible because this is fill, so this is, all these rocks are being brought in from someplace else, but you know, like nearby quarries, so it's not just rocks from the road, it's rocks from nearby quarries. So as they dig into the earth to quarry out the rocks, you're bound to get, you know, different kinds of rocks. All right, I gotta go take a picture. Okay, while the printer is printing, I found this little tiny graph that shows the Arc volcano and shows the continent there, and this is the ocean floor subducting down, and then the serpentine, the mantle that becomes the serpentine rock is formed there. So that's very cool. Very, very cool. I'm going to put that on the page somewhere as soon as I print out the picture. And there's the two that I'm pretty sure are serpentine because I can scratch them. I was just looking to see how I was going to fit these on. I am really having fun coming up with pages for these rocks, as you can tell. I love this green spread. My epidote containing rocks, usually metamorphic. Got my 7 rocks there. I replace all negative thoughts with positive ones. Oh, great affirmation. And then my serpentine, which the rock identifier app says serpentine, and I tested them with a nail and I can scratch them. And I've got my volcano, and I've got my little diagram down there, and I've got my affirmation. I am one with the earth and in tune with the flow of life. I love it. I love it. Okay, I'm going to come back tomorrow and do page 5 and maybe 8. Fill in the blank pages. So thanks for coming along today, and happy junk journaling and happy rock hounding. Bye-bye.